What's up, y'all? Another week, another Big Brother breakdown. I'm Trey Alessio, the Dawn of Entertainment. This is Are You Entertained? And this is the Big Brother breakdown. Yeah. All right, short and sweet. HOH goes to Jason. He is aligned with Alex and Paul, maybe. Paul and Alex kind of have a side alliance, but Paul also has this alliance with Christmas and Josh. So he's playing a ballsy game, but Jason has the power this week, and therefore Paul sides with them more so this week. And no tree of temptation this week. Nobody went for the ballsy move of that. Really, there weren't any safety type tree of temptation things. There were more so put a bounty on your head and second two-player veto, So really, it was a high risk, high reward, and they felt the risk outweighed the reward. So no tree of temptation this week. Jason initially puts up Matt and Raven. They're trying to break up the showmance. There is talk that they want to get Kevin out. Jason is friends with Kevin, and we'll talk about the blow up a little bit later. But we have Jason and Kevin. They're kind of buddy, but there is talk that they want to put up Kevin to kind of scare him. He is kind of saying some shady things. They don't really know where his head's at because he doesn't really have a solid gameplay plan. Who knows where the dude's head's at? He kind of goes with the flow, and who really knows what he's thinking? But anyway, so Jason and Kevin are friends. There's talk that basically the plan is we have Matt and Raven up. The plan is whoever wins POV, take Raven down, put Kevin up just to scare him, and then send Matt out. Now, Matt and Raven will be happy because they think that Kevin is getting backdoored, when therefore the real plan is to get Matt out. There was talk that they might flip it and just send Kevin home. This is where Jason gets cold feet because he's buddies with Kevin. So he thinks it's kind of shady that he gets a gut feeling that they might send Kevin out. And so really he has to think about this. So he either pisses off one person, Kevin, and puts him up. Really all he had to do was say straight up, like, you are a pawn. This is to make Matt and Raven comfortable. Like, Matt is going home. All he had to do was simply tell him. It's all about communication, truly. Much like anything in life, it's all about communication. But Jason, he basically asked him if he wanted to be a pawn. That is Kevin. Kevin's like, no, don't do that, man. And Jason was not comfortable with putting him up. So POV, Jason wins the POV. He gets all the power this week. So he has a real decision to make. Draw a line in the sand and piss off Matt and Raven, the last showmance, or put Kevin up, get Matt and Raven a little bit comfortable and still send Matt home. One way, let's say he puts Kevin up. He's going to piss off Kevin. That's one person. If you draw a line in the sand, you're going to cause some rifts with Alex, Paul, who don't want this to happen, and obviously Matt and Raven. So it outweighs it a little bit. But what does he do? Who does he put up? He decides not to use the POV. Therefore, Matt and Raven stay on the block, and all hell breaks loose. I'm an angelic chaos. And that's what happens. Chaos. Blowout fights. Matt blows up on Jason. I felt bad for Jason. He is a straight up guy. He's a nice guy. He's Iowa nice. Gotta love the guy. He's straight up. but he kind of dug himself a hole in this fight. So when he put up Matt and Raven, he hugged Raven and basically said, "Don't worry, we're gonna pull you off right away." And clearly, he didn't do that. He didn't use the POV to take her down. So basically, he lied. And furthermore, after he didn't use the POV, he kind of hid it in the storage room with Alex. He he kind of tried to play it off like he had to put the key that they put in to nominate in the storage room. That was kind of a weak lie. Alex straight up said, "Let's stay in here for a minute, let things cool off." That's what really pissed Matt off, and Matt honestly went off on him. Not as bad as like a Cody or a Josh fight, but Matt really chewed on him, and it was a blow up fight. I felt bad for Jason, man. He's such a nice guy, and he didn't really defend himself all that well. But man, what do you do? It's a game. On one hand, I'm not gonna lie, it was probably a stupid move to do that. Yes, you're staying loyal to yourself. You're staying true to yourself and your values, as Jason said, with not putting Kevin up because he's your buddy and you like the guy. I get it. On one hand, I think that's a dumb move. You're pissing off four people compared to one person. So on a gameplay level, probably not the smartest of moves. But on another side, I respect it because he's doing something in his mind. He's going against the flow. He's doing what he wants. This is his HOH. And I appreciate a little pushback against Paul, who is running the house. I've said it probably every Big Brother breakdown. Paul is running the house. He's steamrolling to $500,000 right now. If they don't see that sooner, then the dude is gonna win. And if he doesn't win, that's a damn shame because the man has played one of the best games of Big Brother in a long time. I mean, you got to respect the social game. You got to respect the manipulation. Also, speaking on lines of that, during the big blowout fight with Matt Raven and Jason, she said, "Well, at least we play a loyal game. At least we play a loyal game." Honestly, if I were in the house and I tried to make moves, the better player probably stabbed some people in the back. It's a game, man. You're trying to win $500,000. You got to step on some toes. You got to make some moves. That's why this season isn't as, what is the word I'm looking for? Flashy. It's not. There's not a lot of pushback there. It's just going with the flow. It's going with Paul's flow. So when she said that, I thought to myself, like, the better players that win Big Brother aren't the most loyal people. It's a game. You can separate it from reality. It is what it is. So anyway, we have Matt and Raven on the block. Matt goes home unanimously. Another big fight that happened before the eviction. Josh called out Kevin because Kevin went out. Basically, there's been kind of a trend that Kevin is kind of trying to rally jury votes and play the victim. When he knows somebody is leaving, he kind of plays buddy-buddy with him in hopes that if he somehow, by the grace of God, gets to the final two, that he'll get the jury vote because he was nice to the people on the way out. That's really not how it works. I would like to think that these people really sit down and think about Big Brother handing $500,000 to the best player, but sometimes it's not how it goes. They get pissy. They pick their favorites, and I'm sure that'll happen with at least Cody in the jury house. But basically, Josh calls Kevin out, and there's another big fight. And he basically says, "Who won the 25,000 in the beginning?" I guess Josh had a hunch it was Kevin, and he says, "Swear on your kids that you didn't win the 25,000." And he can't swear on his kids because he did win the 25,000 in the beginning. So he got him there, but Kevin kind of went Boston Mafia on Josh. There was a big fight there too. Lots of drama on this Thursday. Um, but anyway, Matt goes out. Basically, let's talk about some possible targets. Obviously, Jason. He kind of, like I said, drew a line in the sand. So depending on who wins HOH, he may be next to go, especially if Christmas or Josh wins. Uh, then we have Kevin. He blew up and he is kind of being a little shady, but he also had that big fight with Josh. Josh is another target. Both of them can be targets depending on who wins HOH. Let's say Alex or Jason can't win, but if Alex wins, probably Kevin, maybe Josh, maybe Christmas. They're going to be the targets. So a lot going on, and vice versa for Alex if Josh or Christmas wins. So a lot is riding on this HOH, and it's going to be crazy. It's still Paul's game. Paul is still Frank Underwood in this house. He's still Tony Soprano. He is steamrolling to $500,000. The dude is just killing it right now, man. He has little alliances with everybody. Everybody trusts him. Like he said, it's crazy how all these people are literally taking my bait and running with it. Basically, what he's doing is he's forcing the target on other people by dangling a little piece of info, and they're going for it, and they're getting in big old arguments and putting a target on their back. It's crazy, but it's working for Paul. He's playing a ballsy game. Literally, if one alliance member, say Christmas, would go to Alex and maybe talk and maybe think, maybe Paul is at the center of all this, then maybe they could figure it out. But none of them are too smart when it comes to the game, so they're going to keep blindly trusting Paul till the end. And we'll see what happens, but hopefully there's some pushback with Paul. I like Paul. I've said it over and over again. I respect the game, but I would, from a viewer standpoint, like to see some pushback. Another little point, double eviction is this next Thursday. I do not recall there being 2 double evictions in one season. That may be new. I could be wrong there. It could be that Megan quit in the beginning and they have to pick up time. I don't really know, but next week is double eviction. We didn't get to see any of the HOH competition because there was a first ever in Big Brother history rain delay in Southern California. It never rains in Southern California, but tonight it did. So we're going to have to wait till Sunday for that. But a lot going on, man. Paul's running the show. And we'll see who wins this HOH. It's a crucial one because from there on out, really, the momentum is going to shift towards this winner and their alliance. So stay tuned for Are You Entertained? I am Trey Alessio, the Dawn of Entertainment, and this is the Big Brother Breakdown. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and tell your friends. I'm out. Yeah.